Up and down, up and down.
Like down and then back?
So
Or back, front?
back, front to back.
Front, back?
Wait, back to front, sorry. Boom, yep, boom.
Not over here like this. Like I'm playing the violin, bro. I'm thinking about it too much now.
There you go.
Yo, welcome back to Food, Booze, and Friends. I'm Fatty. I'm back with my boy, Chef Lee.
How's it going?
And today, he's coming back to us, bringing us some mushroom risotto.
Last time I made this was probably about maybe 6 years ago at a restaurant. But it was a butternut squash risotto. Yeah. So this one's actually a little bit simpler to make at home, so it's not too complex.
So what is risotto? It's like a pasta, spaghetti?
Oh no, it's rice. It's cooked rice. Pretty much you're blanching it with the white wine, and it's more of like a creamy texture. This is awful.
I like creamy textures.
I bet.
What's the cooking time for a dish like this, and is it expensive to put together?
Not expensive at all. Like all the ingredients can, especially if you're not having a protein like scallops. If it was just rice, mushrooms, vegetables, butter and stuff like that, you're probably looking at under maybe like 30 to 50 bucks. All the stuff you can pretty much buy in a grocery store. Also, we got Parmesan. Yeah, it really depends on how elegant of ingredients you want to add into it. So we're gonna chop up the onions first. So there's different ways. So we want this to be fine diced because we want this to not caramelize, but kind of like dissolve with the white wine. So the method I like using, tip. So what I did was I broke it, cut it in quarters, I took out the center, flat, and then we're just gonna chop it. Which way? Which camera? That one? Boom. Boom. Now, yeah, we're gonna finally dice it.
When's the last time did you really cry?
Really cried?
To be honest.
Damn.
I'm gonna say,
It's deep.
damn, now the onions are getting me now, see?
Yeah.
You caught me.
That's definitely the onion.
I'm gonna have to say holidays. I'm not a fan of the holidays.
Well, like Christmas?
Yeah.
What about you,
That's
Fatty?
the last time I really cried.
Damn, it got me emotional now. Yeah. It's definitely the onions.
That is like the best fine chopping I've ever seen, bro. That shit look like, that shit is dicier than New York System's fucking onions.
So you want to make it fine like this, so it pretty much dissolves. So it's very, very.
Yeah, that shit's
Flat.
like, that's just like fucking mashed.
Put this.
Yo, who taught you how to like cut?
Working on the restaurants. Like I learned everything working on the job.
Did you already know how to cook prior? Or?
Absolutely not. I was a teenager looking for a job, and then, like most cooks, start off as a dishwasher. And then when you're a dishwasher, you're like, oh, this sucks. You're always smelling like dirty dishes. You gotta take out. You're doing all the gritty work, but shout out the dishwashers because they're one of the most important people in a restaurant.
Absolutely.
And then the chef was like, hey, you want to make more money? Become a chef. And I was like, all right.
That's
and
dope.
I was a sushi apprentice
That's dope.
for about 3 years in one restaurant called Ichiban. And that's what kind of started. So I wasn't even cooking. I was just doing it just for fun. So we're Asian, and usually the recipe calls for about 3-4 cloves. But I like a lot of garlic. I don't know
6.
about y'all.
Oh yeah.
So let's do.
I am Asian.
Oh, I love garlic, bro.
6 is good.
Sure. All right, let me show you guys how to do it the fatty way. I'm scared of this. Oh, this is lightweight.
Yes, sir. Let the blade do the work.
Yes. You did one at a time?
Yeah.
The long way?
Yep.
Okay. See, I'm so used to like it feels.
Yeah,
more,
just use the tip. Giggity.
yeah.
Take your time. Take your time.
I want to do it fast like you. This shit is
Think
sharp.
about drawing it back. Don't just like.
Don't push it down.
Yeah, draw it back.
Yo, so that knife was a gift?
Yeah, for one of my coworkers.
He's a gift.
It was actually kind of funny because I had a chef knife, and then someone stole it. I left that at work one day.
Shit.
Came back, someone stole it, and it was one of my
that
favorite
the job
knives.
where I saw you at?
Yeah, up in Boston.
Fucking bastard.
I left it one night. It was like my favorite knife. It was like a $300 knife.
Damn.
Nobody,
200, sorry, 200.
and nobody claimed they knew what it was.
Nobody claimed it, yeah.
Fucking
And I was like,
ass.
all right, it's my fault. You know,
That's
you should
messed
know
up,
better
bro.
than to leave your knives around and, you know, try to go on the trust system. It was
Yeah.
all good. I wasn't too stressed out about it. And then Secret Santa, I guess some of the girls knew that it was a hostess who got me the knife. And they were aware, like, how sad I was after losing my knife because that was, like, something very special to me.
That's the last time you cried for real.
I was hurt. I was definitely hurt because I was like, I had a relationship with that knife. I had it only for, like, less than a year. You got it, yeah. Draw it up and down, up and down.
Like down and then back,
So
or back front,
back, front to back.
front back.
Wait, back to front. Sorry. Boom. Yep. Boom.
Not over here like this. Like I'm playing the violin, bro. I'm thinking about it too much now.
There you go.
All right, so what's next after the garlic, man?
After the garlic, we're gonna cut up some shallots. And then we got the veggies prepped up, and then we're gonna finish cutting off with the mushrooms too.
Okay. Now, is this like a milky, creamy?
More like creamy.
Okay.
Yeah, risotto's more of like a creamy dish.
What makes it creamy?
The sauce, like making the sauce, the starch is from the rice, especially the rice. So like, typically, in the Asian culture, for sure, we always want to wash our rice because of the starches that's left over from it,
Yeah.
and that gives it like kind of a bad taste. But with risotto specifically, you want that starch to open up from the rice as it's cooking because we're not steaming it. We're pretty much sautéing it, but adding broth as we go. So it's being slowly cooked, like almost al dente to fully cooked. So if you put that in the steamer, it's just gonna be big and fluffy. When you're doing a risotto, you want that cream all kind of infused together, so the rice kind of slowly expands out, and when it does kind of evaporate, the water from the water evaporates, it'll turn it into a starchy. Yeah. Cut it long ways.
This shit different. Okay.
Not too thin, not too
Damn,
thick.
that's like, yo, you got a good technique, bro.
All about how you hold the knife.
All right, go ahead. You can do your thing. You don't have to.
Just make sure you don't.
I
cut
know.
your
I know what
finger.
you're gonna do. Getting nervous now.
Nice. Take your time. Speed comes later when you learn how to use a knife.
Yes, sir.
That's what I've learned.
Yes, chef. You want some of this?
When you're making risotto, you want to make sure that your stock. You can do vegetable, beef. We're using chicken today. You want to make sure that your stock is already warm or at least hot, because if you apply cold liquid to the rice while we're making it, it's gonna take even longer to cook. So make sure you give this a shake. And it's usually 3 cups to 1 cup of rice. So we're just.
Can you eye a cup? Would you know?
Yeah. So we're gonna use this whole thing.
You don't have to be a chef to fucking.
Just survive.
You
You're
don't even gotta cook, bro.
Yeah,
You can just
you're trying to
fucking-
eat whatever.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so this is gonna get warmed up, and then once this get warmed up, we're gonna put it to the side, and then we're gonna start sautéing the vegetables. And then, so we're gonna get the rice ready. So with risotto, you have to use. Damn, I always forgot how would you pronounce that? I forgot how to pronounce it.
Arborio?
No. You talking about the brand name?
No, the name. No,
Oh.
not the brand name.
I was like Ronkai.
Arborio. I can't say it with my Rhode Island accent.
Arborio.
Arborio.
Arborio
Rice.
Arborio.
Arborio.
Arborio. Who came first? Spanish people or Italian people?
I don't know. Spanish.
Because I feel like the language is so similar.
I think Spanish came first.
So Italians are wannabes.
You want to say that?
Yo, cut that shit out.
Yeah. I mean, pasta, ravioli was definitely something from Asia. Like when they had travelers, and when what do you call it?
Fried chicken's from Asia.
Fried chicken, yeah, but everybody has their own version
Fried
of chicken.
chicken's from Asia, bro?
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not.
For real, for real?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nice and hot. We're gonna put this to the side. First thing we're gonna cook first is gonna be the mushrooms, because we want to take out all the moisture out of this. So we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in both these pans, and we don't want to make it too hot. And with mushrooms, you don't have to saute them too much. You don't have to like move them around.
There's a lot of moisture in there.
Yeah. So always do it high, because if you do too close, you gotta hit one spot. So you want to make it.
Okay.
Ooh.
And give it a flip.
Oh,
If you're good,
Okay.
let it chill out. While I was doing that, shot. We got Monkey 47. 47 different flowers were used to make this gin. One of my favorites.
Cheers to the
Cheers,
food.
cheers.
Cheers to the booze and the friends.
you ever worked at a fast food restaurant, Brandon?
All right.
No, bro.
I'm surprised, bro. That's a lot of people's first job.
I have a lot of self-respect.
Dang.
I'm glad I applied to fast food restaurants, and I'm glad I didn't, because then I think it would have put me in a different route. Because every restaurant I worked at was like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah.
I worked at like a 1 or 2 like commercial restaurants, but I didn't like it. Putting it into 2 pans. So 1.
Yeah, badass.
Open that up.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha, sir.
Yo, I can't wait to eat this.
Oh, you're not eating it, bro.
I'm not eating?
You just gave me to watch. The hell?
It's starting to get a little caramelized, which is fine. Now we're gonna add the rice. Wow.
Salty.
You just ate it by itself?
I tried.
Shit.
It's hard.
So we're gonna use 1 whole pack, but we're gonna split it 50-50.
It's interesting how the rice.
Yo, you don't need to cook this rice in water?
Nope, we're gonna add it.
I think that's why we got the stock, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, just like in the old days.
Like titties flapping.
Yep. Go by smell first. Gotta look at it, make sure nothing's burning. This one got a little toast to it, perfectly fine. Because it's not being steamed, but once we add the hot stock into it, then it's gonna bring it back.
Yeah. Wow. Give him some. For real.
Can you say that on YouTube?
Yes, you can.
That's crazy. Some punani. We don't want to deglaze it yet, so we're gonna add some mushrooms back in.
Interesting.
About half of that. We're gonna leave a little for garnish. So put that to the side, please.
Yes, sir. What's your favorite dish that a woman has ever cooked for you?
For me,
Have you ever had that experience?
not really, to be completely honest. I was one of those people that like, I like to do the cooking.
Yeah.
Like, I love if a girl cooked for me, cool. Very rarely, but then I get worried because I'm like, oh, something's burning. And then the cook in me is like, I gotta step in and help. Turn the heat down again. I'm gonna add stock. And stock you add as you go. So you don't want to always like pour too much. Like, you want enough.
Family?
Let the risotto chill out. You don't want to saute it too much, but we're trying to get enough. Make sure it gets spreaded. We do need some little spoons. Out.
Yes, master.
Damn right.
Ooh, small fishy.
And then remove these little mussels,
Okay.
like these parts. Yeah, 'cause those are non-edible. Well, they're edible, but they give it a different texture to it. Because that's just kind of like the muscle fiber that's attached to it.
I kind of just want to bite it.
Don't do it.
No.
I mean, up to you, man. Thug life. So the purpose of like, you don't want to move it around too much because you want the liquids to kind of like evaporate with the rice. We're gonna crank the heat just to cook it a little faster.
I'll do it.
Let it ride out. Red cow cheese, which I just recently learned is a special red cow from Italy that I guess doesn't have as much dairy in it.
You gonna be all right with the Parmesan?
Yeah.
You want to taste it?
I'm not seeing no girl tonight, so
You should be farting.
if your stomach feels bubbly, it feels bubbly.
So give this a taste. So you get an idea, like, all right, so you know.
Yes, ball.
Yo, I was trying to see you feed him, yo.
I love that.
It's
Rice
getting
is
there.
definitely undercooked. But
Yeah, it's getting there. That's the thing about this.
no disrespect, but it got like a ramen taste to it.
We're not there yet. And then once we add the cheese.
I love ramen. No disrespect.
Add a little bit more salt. scallops, you put it on the outside, not just in the center. You want a nice sear.
Sauce, whatever, I don't know.
Yum yum sauce. That shit is.
Okay, another one?
Fantastic.
Voila.
Hold on.
Mushroom risotto with scallops.
All right, y'all. Now that Chef Lee has made his perfect mushroom risotto, I'm going to show you guys the perfect pairing to go with his dish. So today we have 4 rows of single barrel Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So we're going to start with some ice. Make sure when you guys are serving your drinks, you're using a ladle to serve your ice. We want to get ice about halfway on the glass. And then you're gonna go ahead and take your single barrel 4 Roses whiskey. You're gonna pour that right in. And melt that ice. Do a 3-second pour, not too far above the ice. And there you have it. Your 4 Roses single barrel Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Cheers, and thank you to Chef Lee for whipping up this amazing meal
Thank
for us.
you for having me.
The presentation, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say the same. All right, let's dive in. There we go. Play with a scallop. Wow.
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 That's amazing. That's a... Dude, if you cook
Wow.
this for a girl, you getting pussy.
Not yet. I would love to. I would love to cook for somebody.
Wow. This is really good, bro. Especially with the protein.
Mm-hmm.
The protein, the scallops,
Thank
and
you.
the rice. The rice is really good.
The texture is fantastic.
The flavor for the rice
Mm-hmm.
is, that's amazing.
It's not too salty. The rice is nice and thick and creamy.
Yeah. Yo, I can't believe you did that without the water.
Yeah, just stock.
Like, there's a lot of
Wine
flavor to
and
it.
stock. That's it.
Wow.
That's all you need.
That's amazing.
I think it's fresh out the grocery store today too.
Wow. So is this considered an Italian dish?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
There's also Japanese versions too, where they use like shiitake mushrooms,
Yep.
dashi broth, and maybe like they'll use like a different fish for a protein. There's always different variations of like risotto. Mushrooms, always the basic, asparagus, seafood, butternut squash is a very popular one. It's very versatile, so you can do anything with you can do anything with it if you want. But mushroom is always kind of like a good go-to. Very simple, very easy.
This looks like so easy to make. Watching you cook this, just dicing up the vegetables, sweating it out, and then adding salt and pepper. It's like
Yeah.
The ingredients you used weren't that crazy. Like
very simple.
The spices.
Yeah. If we want to add spice, that's a different route, but we're going to try to keep it traditional. Like, so it's very standard: salt, pepper, butter, white wine. That's it.
Wow.
So that's what you think.
I really like the rice.
Damn. I surprised myself.
This is something you could buy from a restaurant, like for real.
Oh, 100%. I'll buy this.
Pay like a good $30 for a dish like this, depending where you go.
Yeah, I'll definitely buy this.
On average, usually $20, maybe $30 for risotto, depending on what the protein is. Like a seafood risotto or a lobster risotto, easy $30. Just because like they'll put like a half a lobster tail on it or something like that.
Yeah.
But also the ingredients that they put into like making a seafood broth from scratch.
Yeah.
Total prep time, cooking time, just about under an hour.
Now, would you recommend a Cambodian man cooking this for his Italian girlfriend
Oh yeah.
and her family?
Anybody really. I think anybody could like this. It's very versatile. It's not really too standard to be like only just for like an Italian dish, but I think this is a dish for everybody.
I wish I had more scallops, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I like the mushrooms.
And we use white mushrooms. That's all they had at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Still pretty good. Like you can find any type of white mushroom. If I had to pick another another mushroom, it would probably be shiitake. Definitely has a lot more umami flavor to it. Or what's another one? What's it called? Porcinis? I forgot what's another name. Shiitake. That's all I can think off the top of my head. But yeah, or brown mushrooms are also really good too because they're a lot more. They have more of a earthy flavor to them, more umami. Umami is more of like a lingering taste. So when you eat it, it kind of dissolves, but you still taste it lingering on your taste palate.
Yeah.
This is fire.
Yeah.
Now that you had a taste of the mushroom risotto, what do you guys think of my drink?
I think it's very smart. I don't like. It's gonna make me do some mistakes tonight. But I'm okay with
Get
that.
some steaks tonight.
Mistakes, yeah.
Let me go to the shop.
Woo!
Appreciate you. Fit Stoner Chef, you can find him on IG and Food Booths and Friends. You might be seeing
Episode
him in the
2. This is
spring.
episode
Yeah.
2.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
That shit's strong, bro.
That's why you sip it, bro. I don't know why you guys are chugging it. I'm sipping it.
I'm not chugging it. It looks like a chug. Great. Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Dope.